Yo, welcome back. You know who it is, man. I'm here to give you my top 10 running backs in this 2020 class. We're finally here. The NFL draft is days away. We've been waiting for this class. Seems like for years now. We've been talking about these rookies ad nauseum. Let's get actionable. Who the hell do you need to draft, and where do I have these guys ranked? We're kicking it off at the number 10 spot. I'm going with A.J. Dillon, the big boy running back out of Boston College. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Not much of a pass catcher out of the backfield. He's a north-south runner. Went to the combine. A lot of people thought he was going to run slow. He went out there and ran a 4.5, 41-inch vertical jump, 131-inch broad jump. I mean, the dude is explosive. Again, north-south runner. He's not going to give you much lateral agility. He's not going to make you miss in the open field. But what the dude can do is once he gets a clear path and a straight line, he is gone. Explosive, big boy running back coming in at number 10 for me. And if I had to comp him to an NFL player or a former NFL player, really reminds me of former San Diego Chargers and Atlanta Falcons running back Michael the Burner Turner. I think if he gets the draft capital, he can have that sort of upside at the next level. All right, at number 9, let's go to the Sun Belt Conference and talk about Appalachian State's running back Darrick Evans. 5'10", 203 pounds. Man, this kid back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, can catch the ball out of the backfield, and one of the best kick returners in the nation. Don't sleep on that special teams ability. When you got somebody who averages 25.7 yards a kick return, runs a 4.41 40-yard dash, is explosive, showed very, very well at the NFL Combine. He's somebody that can get on the field sooner rather than later. And Darrick Evans has been rising up a lot of people's draft boards as of late. He's somebody that I definitely think is going to be a number 2 to start out at the next level. Maybe that third down satellite type back that provides a very, very good floor rushing the ball and has tremendous upside. For me, when I'm thinking about an NFL comp for Darrick Evans, I look no further than Denver Broncos running back Phillip Lindsay. I think he's a bigger version of Phillip Lindsay, and I would be happy to draft Darrick Evans. Comes in at number 9 in my running back rankings for the 2020 class. All right, coming in at number 8, I'm going with Arizona State running back Ino Benjamin. Ino Benjamin was very, very productive at Arizona State. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, back-to-back seasons catching over 35 passes, which is important because he's probably going to start out as that third down satellite type back. But he did show an ability early in his career to carry the ball over 300 rushes as a true sophomore, 250 carries this past season as a junior, and then went to the combine and tested well, man. 39-inch vertical jump, a sub 7-second 3-cone. So it's really, shows that lateral agility, that burst and explosion. And Ino's got wiggle to make you miss in the open field. When I'm thinking about an NFL comp for Ino Benjamin, I look no further than the current Buffalo Bills starting running back Devin Singletary. They win in a lot of the same ways, similar fashions, similar size, and I think Ino Benjamin could have that kind of career arc, right, where he starts off as a backup that shows well and then gradually earns more and more carries. So Ino Benjamin checking in at RB8 for me in the 2020 class. All right, checking in at number 7, I've got the Vanderbilt running back Keyshawn Vaughn, 5'10", 214 pounds. He looks very, very built. He's an older prospect. He's been in college all 4 years. Started out at Illinois, then he transfers to Vanderbilt, and all he did at Vanderbilt in the SEC was rush for back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons while showing an ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. I don't know if that's going to be his full skill set at the next level. He may be an early 2-down grinder that, Derrick Henry even catches some passes here and there. But what Keyshawn Vaughn does is run between the tackles. He's physical. He can make you miss in the open field. And with the 4.51 40-yard dash, he does have the speed to pull away from defenders. When I'm thinking about a comp for Keyshawn Vaughn, I think about Denver Broncos running back Royce Freeman. I think he can be a better version of Royce Freeman at the next level if he gets that type of draft capital. So Keyshawn Vaughn coming in at RB7 for me in the 2020 class. All right, let's have some fun here at number 6. One of my favorite players in the 2020 class is Memphis running back / wide receiver hybrid Antonio Gibson. 77 career offensive touches, rushing and receiving for the Memphis Tigers. 77, over 1,200 yards and 14 TDs. This dude is a stick of dynamite waiting to explode on every single play. Every time he touches the ball, AG has the potential and the talent to take it to the house. At 6 foot, 230 pounds, this dude went to the NFL Combine and ran a 4.39. Man, if you're listening to this and you were a fan of Tony Pollard, if you had high hopes for Ty Montgomery, this dude, Antonio Gibson, is better than both of them. Be ecstatic if he's sitting there in the second round of your rookie drafts, because if he gets the draft capital, we say that about everybody, right? If he gets the draft capital, Antonio Gibson is dripping with potential. And if I have to make a comp, I'm going high end here. He reminds me of David Johnson coming out of Northern Iowa. And remember, DJ was a converted wide receiver that, switched over and played full-time running back. Everything I'm hearing is Antonio Gibson wants to play the wide receiver position, but if you get him in a position where he's commanding 10 to 12 to 13 touches a game, he's going to be very useful for your fantasy team. He's going to score you points. He's going to get in the end zone. Antonio Gibson is my running back 6 in the 2020 class. All right, let's head down to the Bayou for my number 5 ranked running back in this class, and it's LSU rusher Clyde EdwardsHelaire. Listen, that entire LSU offense lost their freaking mind in 2019 and went berserk. Everybody was producing, but EdwardsHelaire was a staple on that team. Over 1,400 rushing yards, 50-plus receptions. The dude his lateral agility, his quickness is ridiculous. Goes to the combine, doesn't run in a straight line as well as we'd like, right? 4.6 40-yard dash. But I'm not tripping. Because he's explosive. A 39.5-inch vertical jump, tested well in the broad jump. All you got to do is turn on the tape and see that this dude can move, right? Once he sees a lane, once he hits a gap, Clyde EdwardsHelaire's got the acceleration to get through the hole and hit the second level, right? He does get caught sometimes from behind, but listen, when you're talking about the new age NFL where running backs need to be able to catch passes to score fantasy points, Clyde EdwardsHelaire is going to be able to do that. And if I'm going to comp him to an NFL player, I've seen Maurice Jones-Drew, Ray Rice, names like that. We always go high end, right? He reminds me of a more built, thicker, and more durable version of Dion Lewis. And a couple of years ago, man, we were all sky high on Dion Lewis. The problem is he had an injury history, couldn't stay healthy, and then he's relegated behind a freaking Zangief running back in Derrick Henry. But I think Clyde EdwardsHelaire has that type of Dion Lewis skill set. Bigger, probably more durable version of Dion Lewis when you're looking at EdwardsHelaire. Comfortably at my RB5. Now coming in at running back 4 in this 2020 class, I got Ohio State runner J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is good at everything. Everything that he does is good. He's a good pass catcher. He's decent in pass blocking. He's got good speed. He's got good acceleration. We know he's a good athlete. J.K. is a beast. He had a down sophomore season with Mike Weber there, and then he comes back in 2019 and absolutely smashes over 2,000 rushing yards. This dude has caught 20 passes every year that he's been in college, and he was the straw that stirred the drink for Ohio State in 2019. I know a lot of people look at Justin Fields. He was a Heisman Trophy candidate, but everything went through J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is a talented runner. We didn't get to see him at the combine. We know what's going on with pro days, but I'm not concerned about his athletic ability. Coming out of high school, he had the highest spark score of anybody in that 2017 class, and that includes players like Henry Ruggs and CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Reagor. J.K. Dobbins is a talented rusher. Finding a comp for him is really difficult because he just kind of runs like J.K. Dobbins. But I'm going to take it back a couple of years, and I'm going to point to Clinton Portis. He has that sort of feel, right? Portis was a very, very talented running back coming out of the University of Miami. J.K. Dobbins, his game really reminds me of what Portis was able to do very well early in his career with the Redskins and with the Denver Broncos. So J.K. Dobbins coming in RB4. All right, coming in at running back 3, one of the more polarizing players in this 2020 class, outside of Henry Ruggs, that is Cam Akers, the running back out of Florida State. Listen, we all know how bad Florida State's offensive situation was. Coaching, quarterback, offensive line, all of it was shit, and that's putting it nicely. He had to overcome a lot, and he did just that, especially in his final season, where over 900 of his 1,100 rushing yards came after contact. Cam Akers is a talented running back, and there's a reason why he was one of the top players in this recruiting class back in 2017. Dude was a dual-threat quarterback in high school. He's only been playing the running back position for 3 seasons now. If he goes to an NFL team with a halfway decent offensive line, we can only imagine sky is the limit for the type of numbers that Akers can put up. He's a 3-down threat. I talk about that all the time. TDT, 3-down threat, can run the ball and stay on the field on 3rd down situations. And one of the most underrated aspects of this game, he is physical. This dude is not afraid to put a hit on a linebacker that's blitzing. He will be good in pass protection to help his quarterback out. Love that about Cam Akers. When I'm thinking about a comp for him, I look back to the former Indianapolis Colts 1st-round pick, Joseph Adai. And Cam Akers really reminds me of Joseph Adai. And before you turn your nose up at that, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons to start his career out. And if he had not had all those injuries, who knows what Adai would have been. But that's my comp for Cam Akers, comfortably sitting at number 3 for me in the 2020 class. All right, top 2 guys, no surprise. Number 2, DeAndre Swift, the running back out of Georgia. I mean, agility, pass-catching ability, production as a true freshman. When Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel was there, DeAndre Swift was getting playing time because he's that doggone talented. The dude can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He's got long speed, running a 4.4 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. I mean, what else is there? What else is there? Don't overthink it. DeAndre Swift is a stud. He's very, very good. He's a TDT. He's going to be on the field all 3 downs. He's going to catch a floor of 50 passes every season that he's in the NFL. He's going to run between the tackles and give you that rushing floor. Swift may, if we look back 3 years from now and say he was the best running back in this class, nobody would be shocked. That wouldn't be a revelation. But I have him at RB2. And when I'm thinking about an NFL comp for DeAndre Swift, look no further than Dalvin Cook, the running back for the Minnesota Vikings. I think they are very comparable, not only in size and play style, but how they both win. Dalvin Cook has really developed into a fantastic pass-catching running back at the next level. So I've got Dalvin Cook as the comp for DeAndre Swift. And my RB1, no surprise, Jonathan Taylor, the running back out of Wisconsin. One of the best rushers in NCAA history. Back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons from scrimmage. It's ridiculous what JT does. He is the best pure runner in this class, can run between the tackles, can get outside, and developed as a pass catcher in his final season. Is he the pass catcher that EdwardsHelaire, that DeAndre Swift, that Ino Benjamin, and Antonio Gibson are? Absolutely not. But they're not the runner that Jonathan Taylor is. What he can do between the tackles is just outstanding. He's got fantastic wiggle to make people miss inside. And then he's got deep, long speed. We saw it at the Combine. 4.3 40-yard dash for JT, the former track star. Dude is pulling away from defenders. It's ridiculous to see somebody 226 pounds move the way that Jonathan Taylor does. And in my opinion, he's the best running back prospect we've seen come through since Saquon Barkley. I'm not saying he's Saquon Barkley. He's the best running back prospect to come through since Saquon Barkley. And if I'm comping him to any NFL player, I think he's a more explosive version of Nick Chubb. I think that's what you're getting with JT. He is my running back 1 in the 2020 class. So quick recap. At number 10, I've got A.J. Dillon. At 9, Darrick Evans. 8, Ino Benjamin. 7, Keyshawn Vaughn. 6, Antonio Gibson. 5, Clyde EdwardsHelaire. 4, J.K. Dobbins. 3, Cam Akers. 2, DeAndre Swift. And 1, Jonathan Taylor. All right, man. I'll be back. Top 10 wide receivers coming soon. Ray GQ, DD, Destination Devy. Subscribe. Check you later. Peace.